I absolutely hate it when the government encroaches on my liberties. And yet again, they are doing that. This time, they're doing that in New Jersey. Proposal bans snacking, smoking behind the wheel. So they're saying that it is unsafe to eat, smoke, or do anything other than drive when you're behind the wheel. Now, statistically, they may be able to prove this. They may say people that often eat while they're behind the wheel, they tend to get into accidents. Here are the statistics. But this is the undeniable fact that the government does not have a right to tell you what to do if you haven't hurt anybody. If you live in the United States, if you're an American, you have the Constitution. That basically says, as long as I'm not hurting anybody, you stay out of my way and everything's going to be just fine. This is pre-crime, is exactly what this is. Again, let me mention, sure, statistically, they may be able to prove it, but they do not have the right. That's the point. And they simply use this as a method to encroach on your liberties, and I'll get to that in a moment. This reminds me of the cell phone law. So you're not allowed to use any electronic device while you're driving. So first it's the cell phones, then it's eating, soon it's going to be talking. Who knows how far they'll take this? But what does this really mean? Is this really about the safety of the people? No. That's what I want all the deniers. If you're getting to this point in the video right now and you're denying me of the fact, listen to me, please. I want safety, I want security, I want all of that. But look at what the government does. When they allow, the FDA, for example, allows so many dangerous items to pass through its so-called regulations and safety tests and all this stuff. They allow it to pass through into the food chain. People get sick, people die. And this is a government that's supposedly protecting us. They are not protecting us. This is all about revenue generation. And then in this example right here, I'm showing you the city of Toronto. That's where I live. But it applies to every city around the world. The city of Toronto, which basically has less than 3 million people, actually was able to get nearly $100 million just from parking tickets in 1 year. 100 million in a city that has less than 3 million people. This is an absurd amount. This is what it is all about. They're not there to protect us. They've never been there to protect us. Sure, there are a few incidents and there are a few good people, but I'm talking about the system in general. It is set up to dominate us and steal every penny from our pockets. And so I did a little bit of research here and found, look at New York City, $600 million in a year. 600 million. Now, of course, the population is much greater. But look at that number, $600 million. And you're not able to fix a few things in this environment here? No, it is not about our safety. It is about revenue generation. And just another interesting note here, in Chicago, they actually sold off their parking operation to a private company. They said, look, we'll give you $1 billion and you give us the revenue generation for the next 75 years. And it just so happens that this company is basically head up by Morgan Stanley. So while it hasn't necessarily gone through at the moment of this article, but look at what they're doing. This is the same thing with the private jail system and so many other things. They are dominating us for every penny we have. I'm sick and tired of it, and I hate it. I'm going to speak up. I'm going to yell and scream until somebody says, I got it, I got it. Nobody is understanding this. The general public is asleep. They are nothing but sheeple, and I am trying my very best to scream into their faces, hoping to wake up just one person. So I know I did what I needed to do. If you like this video, please subscribe. Don't forget the thumbs up as well. And take a look down below for some free books that I've written.